Hello everyone, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at gaming cryptocurrencies, and as we can see, the current gaming market cap is right around 23 billion, and I think this can grow substantially because the entire gaming industry is closer to $180 billion for 2021, and so there's a ton of room for these cryptocurrencies going forward. I think NFTs and gaming will be a huge deal here over the next 5 to 10 years, and so I'd like to take a look at two cryptocurrencies that are supporting gaming blockchain with the bigger picture. And so rather than just looking at one cryptocurrency that is solely created for one individual game, I would rather look at a cryptocurrency or a platform for gaming that can have hundreds if not thousands of games on it, which would therefore mean there's going to be more users and could potentially increase the price of that cryptocurrency. And so I like to compare this to Ethereum. Back in 2017, there were not many different platforms out there, and so a lot of these DeFi projects or other projects that were looking to build upon blockchain are going to be using Ethereum. And so that is why I was so bullish on that back in 2017. And so I am applying the same concept now to the gaming sector in blockchain. And so before we get started, I'd like to mention that if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion, so please do your own research. I will also leave some timestamps below the video if you are interested in jumping around to either one of the cryptocurrencies that I'm going to be talking about. And so let's get into it. Let's take a look at the top gaming tokens by market cap. And so on CoinMarketCap here, we have Mana and Sandbox as number 1 and 2. And so we have Decentraland up almost 20% in the last 7 days, and we have Sandbox up about 25% in the last 7 days. And so those are recovering very quickly. We're seeing that gaming is getting a lot of attention, and so I think that these will continue to do well here in the short term. However, these are focusing on one sole individual game, and so these cryptocurrencies could easily be replaced by other games in the future as games come and go. And so that is why I want to focus on the platform coins for gaming, as there could be hundreds if not thousands of games built upon those. And so I think that is very important to look at right now, rather than just focusing on one game that could easily be replaced and that could drop the value of that cryptocurrency fairly quick. And so that's the same thing with Axie Infinity here as well at number 3. And so those top three right now are getting the most attention. However, they are focusing on one game. And so the first cryptocurrency I'd like to take a look at here is GALA Games. And so this is trading around 18 cents currently, and this was getting a lot of attention back in November of last year. And so we can see this went from about 10 cents all the way up to 70 cents. And so that was a 7x opportunity there for GALA Games. However, it has fallen down substantially, and so we are under 20 cents right now. And so this could be a good buying opportunity for this cryptocurrency if you believe in the future of GALA Games. And so if we take a look at more information and what they are, GALA Games was founded by Eric Schiermeier. He was the co-founder of Zynga, a popular social and mobile games company. And so under Schiermeier's leadership, Zynga launched popular hits like Poker, Mafia Wars, and Farmville. Those are all very successful games that have been launched, and so he has a lot of experience in this industry already. And so GALA Games team consists of 60 employees, it shows here. However, they have increased that to over 250 employees since this was written, and so they are growing, and so it's a very good sign going forward. GALA Games is not just a single game, and so that is what I was mentioning. They are not just focusing on one individual game like Axie Infinity or Decentraland or Sandbox, and so they are focusing on an entire array of different blockchain games that places fun first and blockchain in the background. And so they have released their first game, which is Townstar, and so that is the only playable game right now. However, they are in the process of releasing more games and going through beta testing as well. And so players manage a town similar to the gameplay of SimCity, but in Townstar they actually own the town. And so I think there's a ton of potential for this as they continue to release more games going forward. And so if we take a look at some more information here and what they're going to be releasing in 2022, they have the GALA chain coming up, which is their proprietary blockchain, which is in the later stages of development. and so they expect migration to the GALA chain to provide some of the most highly anticipated news of the year to our community. This blockchain has been built for GALA games, and it will drastically reduce network fees and solve many problems surrounding Ethereum that could otherwise inhibit long-term growth. And so they are preparing for all the release of these other games, and once they do launch GALA chain, I think this will gain much more traction and really start to take off. And then they're also releasing new games, as I mentioned as well, and we can see that here they have all these different games in the works right now. They have Legends Reborn that is in development, they have Townstar in the beta testing phase, and then they have also the Walking Dead Empires in development. And then they have a few other games as well, we can see, that are also in development here. And so they have all these games coming, and as they continue to release more and more games, say they have 100 different games on here, they're going to have a lot more users, which could increase the price of the cryptocurrency. And so I definitely think this is a cryptocurrency that could do very well, just because they have a founder with experience in the gaming industry, and they are focusing on having multiple games on their platform rather than just one individual game. And so the next cryptocurrency I'm going to be talking about here is Ultra. The ticker symbol on this is UOS, and this can be purchased on KuCoin. And so we can see this is currently trading at $1.07 and has a market cap of just $300 million. And so there is a lot of potential for this going forward. And so this is a very similar chart to GALA as well here. We saw this really start to take off at the beginning of November, and then we saw this hit a high of $2.50, and since then it has fallen off quite a bit. And so we are down about 60% from all-time highs here, and so this could be a good opportunity to buy this cryptocurrency as well if you are bullish on the entire gaming industry with blockchain and cryptocurrencies. And so let's take a deeper look into what they are focusing on. They are focusing on the development for games here, and they believe that developers deserve better. And so we can see that the fees right now for games that are built with Steam or Apple or Google are all about 30%, where Ultra is focusing on reducing those distribution fees to just 12%. And so it's going to be much cheaper to develop these games. And then they also have a platform and a wallet they are also releasing. And so they are focusing on the bigger picture for the entire gaming industry, which I think is very important, especially this early on. We can see as well that they are working with some very notable partners as well here. They have AMD and Ubisoft that they are working with that have experience in the gaming industry, and AMD with their chips. And so I think this is very important as well. They have a lot of partnerships here that are very notable, and this will be very important in their success going forward. And so next I'd like to take a look at this article as well here, explaining where they are focusing on going in their future. And so Ultra Games is currently in the second wave of the closed beta, and will be heading to wave 3 soon. The next stage of closed beta will add more players to the store, and during this phase they will continue to add more games for beta testers to download and play. And so once they are satisfied with the testing during this phase, they will launch Ultra Games to the public, meaning that all players will have access to the app. Within the client, you will be able to purchase, download games, play them, and resell tradable ones on the unique marketplace. And so, as it explains there, they're also going to have their own marketplace. And so, like I said before, they are focusing on the big picture here for multiple games. And so we can take a look at the roadmap here. This was recently released as well. And so as I just mentioned, they're going to have their own unique marketplace. They're also going to have their own Ultra Games as well. They are introducing an Ultra Wallet. They will have an Ultra Cloud. And then they're also working with someone for an exclusive sports game as well. And so that could be a soccer game or something like that. And then they also have a first-person shooter game that they are working with. And so they have not announced who they are working with for these. However, I think there is very good potential for this if it is someone notable, such as Ubisoft or something like that. They also have the Ultra Tournament platform, and then they will be releasing the Ultra mobile app here during 2022 as well. And so there's a ton of potential for this. I am very bullish on their roadmap, and I like that the project is focusing on the bigger picture here, as I mentioned, because I think those games that are just focusing on one are just going to be a come and go game. Other games are going to come along that are better or more improved, and they're just going to replace those cryptocurrencies. And so we have to look for cryptocurrencies that are going to be supported by the gaming industry, or other cryptocurrencies that are going to be working with them or introducing their coin somehow. And so I think this is what is important when you're looking at the bigger picture for these gaming cryptocurrencies. And so if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. It really helps out the channel. and let me know your thoughts in the comments below the video. I'd be interested to know. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.